In this video, we'll take a look at what an instructional coach sees when creating assessments in Aware. So the first thing we've done, of course, is log into Eduphoria, and then we'll go into Aware. And then from here, you're going to click the Assessments tab. So on the left-hand side, you may see Create a New Teacher Test and Create a New Test. And both of these say Legacy. So these two items will be retired soon. So we're going to skip over those and move right down to the bottom here. So you have really the same options that a teacher has, but when you create an assessment, you have the option to choose what category it goes in. So for example, if I create a new blank test and I fill this information in, here under test type, when it's a teacher, they only see teacher test. But for you, because you're an instructional coach and you have more access inside Eduphoria, when you click the down arrow, these are all the options that you have. You need to make sure that you select either Campus Common Assessment or District Curriculum-Based Assessment. Now, if it's just for your school, it's a Campus Common Assessment. So we'll click on Campus Common Assessment, not the one that has the -1, but just Campus Common Assessments. You'll select the course. We did science, 8th grade. Your campus is already listed here because that's the campus that you're associated with, and you're going to click Generate Test. You'll go through the exact same process that a teacher would go through when creating the test. You'll click the plus to add a test, add a question type. We'll put in a standard here, and we'll just say that this is question 1. Oops. Here's our answers. We'll select a correct response, and then we'll click Save. Because the big difference between when a teacher creates a test and when you create a test is the administration. So when we click administration for an instructional coach, you have a students section and a collection section. So under students, the first thing that you have to do is you have to determine how you're going to print answer documents or allow teachers to print answer documents. So if you use students in selected courses, you'll need to come down to this section here and then select what courses would need to be able to print this assessment or test online. Okay. You can also select all students in a test grade level, or you can select certain teachers. So if you know there are only certain teachers that are going to be administering this assessment, you can select that and then select those teachers. Okay. And I think that's really all you'll need to worry about here. Then under collection, you'll want to set the dates that the test is available. So if we start it today and we end it on the 30th, okay, I would encourage you not to set this out like years in advance. It makes it easier to archive tests and that sort of thing if you have a regular date range selected. By default, online testing is enabled. We want teachers to be able to proctor their own tests, which means they online test, they can start and stop the test themselves. This is the URL for students to online test. You don't have to worry about this. We already have that set up in the browser so that when students log in and they click on student resources in their browser, the Eduphoria testing URL is already listed there. So they don't have to worry about that. Students will log in. If you online test, they will log in with their ID number and a password that is set by the district. And I will send you that information in an email. If you are printing answer documents and you would like to print a sample, you can print a sample here. I right now have it set to pending, and that's why we can't print everything. If you don't want teachers to print, you can uncheck this box so that you can do all the printing. But it really works well for teachers to be able to print their own answer documents. It doesn't take that long to print them, and it also reminds them of where to go if they want an online test, because they're both located in the same place. Once we make this test active, we can print answer documents for teachers, or again, we can have them go to their Analyze tab, click Tests Available, and then they're able to print or online test.